Alright, welcome back to more Diablo 2 Resurrected. Alright, let's get set up for this stream. Go back to Act 1. Hopefully kill some easy enemies without my mercenary being murked, and some skeletons summoned.
Good day.
Also go check the wands real quick.
Good day.
Plus 3 to summoning skills, but a bonus to Bone Prison I don't really care about. I'll take it slow here. I'm not going to just run headfirst into the first group of zombies that I see. Last time, Golzar paid the price. I'm actually going to try and skirt around the edge. You often find just a couple enemies. Like these guys. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. So this is kind of the pre-stream, going around and getting all my summons out. Oh. Cool, we're at full strength. So I'm actually going to start putting the full rejuve potions on this first slot on my belt for my mercenary. Should be good to head back to Act 2 and dive in. No more dying. Drawing a line in the sand. thankfully, we're done with the maggot layer, so it should be pretty smooth sailing, at least for a while. Until we get past the Arcane, or to the Arcane Sanctuary. The Arcane Sanctuary is easy, because you have line of sight. Fight 2 bosses? Well, alright, that's 1 boss down.
I am overburdened.
Oh, lost a mage somewhere. So used to it being 5, not 6, so at a quick glance, like, alright, I'm still at full mages, but it's... Nope, we lost one somewhere. Oh wow, wait, what? Did it overhit me? Does it, like, half life, right?
How may I help you?
Huh, yeah, I missed whatever, I think it was a Nova. I thought I saw one out the corner of my eye, but...
Need some help?
I expect to get killed by it. That's alright. Alright, back to Act 1 real quick so we can get our skeletons back. Well, it'd be better if I can grab my body. Yeah, I should have used teleport there, because we were pretty spread out. Alright, leave me alone, buddy. Thank you. That's right, I don't have my loops. What? So Nova definitely killed me there. I had my equipment on. What the heck, man? Well, so much for no more dying. What the heck's happening? As far as I can tell, there's not an enemy beside me. I don't know what Nova is hitting me.
Greetings.
I want to hurry up and get back there while the bodies are still floating around so I can summon my skeletons back, but man. Alright, let's get some skeletons. Otherwise, we're gonna get, I'm gonna lose my mercenary again. I don't want to pay to revive him yet again, so. Yeah, so it wasn't my summons that failed me that time, it was getting hit by that Nova. And I don't mean the car. I had to have been one of those little bird guys. I'm guessing a boss version. He just happened to get close to me. I didn't see him fly in because he's so fast.
I am overburdened.
Alright, let's try this again. Gosh, the wash. I came in all ready and excited for a fresh new start today, and this is the fresh new start. Finally done at the maggot lair, we're still getting our butts kicked. That went a little better. Cool. We're probably at full strength. I might check out this great helm to see.
Impossible.
Nothing. We literally just started, Matthew. Definitely didn't miss two semi-embarrassing deaths. And that's a secret between you and me, man. Don't tell Matthew that. Yeah, we're fighting a large group of enemies, and I got hit by a Nova, but I didn't see the enemy that hit me with the Nova. I didn't see an enemy that close to me. But it took out like half my health. I was at about 50% health when it happened. I mean, it was lightning damage, so I guess that's fair. I mean, I'd say it was a little less than super. The enemies probably thought it was super. Yeah, I think there was a boss raptor. Somehow it got close to me in between all my summons and triggered an over and took me out twice. In this game, not particularly. Because I just like the Necromancer in this game so much. Now, the Paladin's also a fantastic class, don't misunderstand me. And I have considered doing a Paladin and a Druid run as well. But there's so many games to play, I don't want to get bogged down playing the same one. I mostly went Necromancer in this game. Well, one, because it's a very good class, but two, for nostalgia's sake. This is the first class that I've played in this game. I don't know how it runs on the Switch. I haven't heard anything about it on the Switch at all. But yeah, Mechanicus is a great game. There's a Let's Play of it on this small YouTuber. His name is Bring It Dawn. He did a Let's Play of the game. You can check it out and see if it's a game you might be interested in playing. Yeah, if you like turn-based tactical games like that, it's very good. No, it's just a turn-based game where you control tech priests from Warhammer 40k. Now, you can get like castle and robots and stuff, so there are some mechs in it. But it's not like Battletech or anything like that, or Gundam. I hear that he does. And they're worth every penny. Yeah, it's super satisfying. Staying there immune to physical, disappear when you curse them. Oh, hello there. Excuse me, Maru. Ooh, Treads of Cthon. Defense 25, faster run, walk, enhanced defense. Defense versus missile, 10 to life. Slower stamina drain. Half freeze duration. I cannot be frozen. So, I would lose cold and fire resist, and I have poison length reduced by 25% elsewhere, and I'm pretty sure that effect doesn't stack. If it does, it's multiplicative and not additive. Yeah, I really enjoyed the game. It was a really good experience on PC, but again, I can't vouch for console or Switch specifically, because I know Switch, even in the console world, tends to have its own unique set of problems, separate from PlayStation and Xbox. So I'm thinking these are an upgrade. Actually, sell these. That's also true, yeah, for 10 bucks, yeah, that's a fantastic deal for that game. Highly recommend.
I am overburdened.
But I would look up Switch-specific reviews for the game, just in case, because it could have just, like, severe performance issues or something on Switch. The potions are backups, but all these charms, they give you passive bonuses. So most of these give me some sort of resistance, that's why I keep them. Actually, I think all of them give me some sort of resistance. And as you increase the difficulty you're playing, so like normal to nightmare, the game takes away your resistances. So if I didn't have any of these equipped, like all this was unequipped, these would be in the negatives. I think it's a negative 100% for hell, right? So I'm doing everything in my power to make sure these aren't in the negative, so I don't get one shot by enemies. It's like we saw that Nova that took me out a couple times, because I have -2 lightning resist. I have a good amount of health too. I have 817 health. So I'm trying to... So one of the good things about the Summon Necro specifically is you don't need to invest heavily into energy, because you don't need that much mana. Typically when you have your summons out, that's it. I've been investing into it a little bit just for convenience sake, but you usually just invest heavily into Vitality, which doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have decent resistances, so that's what all these guys are for. Then in backup potions, and the Heraldric Cube is just an essential item. You can use it to combine, well, one, it gives you more storage space. It's what, for 8 extra slots total? But it's also a story item that you need to combine some items. Never leave home without it. Ah, shoot, I steal it with the potion. And he's got a lot of modifiers, doesn't he? Undead, extra fast, magic resistant, immune to physical. Just an absolute pain in the butt.
Can't count it.
You can't curse these guys out. This would take forever to cut through there. Their health. Probably not even worth taking these guys out, but we've come this far. Things along. Let's go grab a mercenary. Yes, they do.
The Staff of Kings! You astound me, my friend. You have discovered the shaft portion of a Heraldric staff. I trust you know how to use a Herodic cube to unite the shaft with its headpiece. Drognan may have some advice on this matter. I think I'll speak with him myself.
This unnatural nightfall is no doubt caused by evil sorcery. Drognan might know what we are dealing with.
Good morning, claw vipers. This outer darkness mirrors the inner blackness of their souls. It is they who have eclipsed the sun, I'll wager. They are a venomous band.
Where can I take you? The sun has grown disgusted with the terrible deeds it must shine upon each day. Damnation is upon us all.
Good to see you. This permanent darkness is very unsettling. It would make navigation by stars easier for me, though.
Good evening. Drognan the wizard will have some idea as to what is happening.
Hey, this whole place is one big ale fog.
I've been researching this lengthy eclipse, and I believe it to be the work of claw vipers. Find their temple beneath the desert sands, and you may find the source of this curse.
Who goes there? This midday darkness reeks of foul magic. My men and I are trying to keep the peace, but this kind of thing really scares people.
Yeah, really, Luke Lane is a allegory for rock bottom. Also, tonight's stream won't be very long either. I'm going to play some board games with the Mrs.
Good day. My astrologers failed to predict this eclipse. You should seek Drognan's advice.
Gotta predict it because it's not a regular eclipse. It's an advanced eclipse.
Good evening. Two men arrived late last night bearing a story about evil magic. They said they saw
She's
a
gonna pick.
gathering of giant
I don't know
snake
yet.
creatures performing some arcane ritual. They sound like the serpent men of the desert.
Could be Scrabble, which I don't know. I never played Scrabble before. I knew how to play it, and I think she beat me the first 2 times, and we've played probably hundreds of times since then, and I've won every single time. Not to brag. Alright, so actually I think that the revives are going to be more potent here than my skeletons. They're immune to magic. I don't think I've got the flexibility to play Twister anymore. Not as flexible as I used to be. Now, we've got a couple games I never heard of before, like very niche board games that I haven't played yet. There's a couple that seem like I have a couple of these like kind of adventure-esque games that on paper sound like they'd be fun, but they are very simplistic. Alright, I'd like to revive these guys. Give them a whirl. Yeah, lowest it's gotten for me has been 11 degrees. And we finally got snow, which I was excited about. I do like Risk. We actually have Risk. I have a Metal Gear Solid version of, no, maybe it's Game of Thrones. I used to have a Metal Gear Solid something. What was it? Maybe it was Risk. I also used to have Lord of the Rings Risk, but I never had anyone to play it with, so I just well, I had buddies, but they had their own version of Risk that allowed for more players. Because the Lord of the Rings set that I had only allowed for 4 players. I do regret selling it though. Pretty much played the same. I just had models. I had was it Knights of Rohan? I had the Eagles, or the small units. I think they were hobbits.
Thanks.
And then the side of evil had a cave troll as the big unit. Nazgul or Ring Wraith is the cavalry-sized unit, and then I think Uruk-hai as the smallest value unit. And of course, there's a map of Middle-earth. was never really big into Monopoly. I played with the in-laws recently. Kind of recently, it's probably been 2 or 3 years ago. So Valley Snakes is the way forward. Let's check this out first. Hey, Demon Ace. Been good. Got a few things done today. Christmas tree's finally put away. We put it up a little late, so we make up for it on the back end of the holidays. Leave it up for a little bit longer. I'd put it away right away, but the the holiday closet's right next to where I do my recordings at upstairs, so it was on the way. I'll come back for that trap door. I want to map out this area first. Good job, team. Super mana potion. We do have a small charm here. Come on, resistances. Not quite. Yeah, luckily I have a very small attic because it's literally just a corner of the house. We have a half floor. The second floor is like a half floor. The attic is access to the stairway coming up to the second floor. It's a really cozy area. I need to finish fixing it up. The woman before us rented it out to a college student. It's got like, you come up the stairs and like a general living space, there's some bookshelves built into the wall and stuff. And you have the closet and the dormer where I do all my recording stuff at. Then there's a bedroom, a decent sized closet on one side of the bedroom, and a smaller closet on the other side of the bathroom. The bathroom is in the dormer. As I said, it's a very, very cozy layout. replace these zombies. They are not very good revives. Okay. Well, things are going better. Compared to the start of the stream. Just had to find my groove. There's four, one for each element. So you have fire, ice, poison, and lightning. So normally I'd say cold is the best one because it also applies a slow effect. But if the enemy's shattered while they're frozen, you don't have a body to use as a Necromancer, so it's a kind of a double-edged sword. And the cold effect from the Ice Mages also stacks with the Clay Golem slow effect. Poison's also really good because it hits and it's just taking damage. There was something special about the poison damage as well. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. The poison damage in general in the game, is it like a percentage of their health or something? There's something about it. I don't remember exactly what. The fire one doesn't really have any special effects. And I think the lightning one is probably the coolest looking one. Never played the Dominion games. They, I may own them or have them wishlisted. I'm not sure which. I don't really want... There we go. Don't really want the zombies. They're too slow. Oh no, if I play it, I'm reading it on stream. If I gotta read it, you guys have to watch me read it. Them's the rules. I had my kid watching the Captain Planet theme song on YouTube. Well, listening to it anyway. This was a mistake. Back up here, guys. Ooh. Oh, thank goodness he's gone. What a nuisance. Listen, these guys just don't stop. I thought, or put a dent in their numbers. They just, there's always more. Let's take a breather, guys. It's funny, I used to have my profile name on a lot of stuff used to be Angry Attorney. It still is on Reddit. Inspired by the names from Conqueror's Bad Fur Day when you play against the bots. Not sure why I came up with that one specifically, because a lot of those names are like Soapy Illusion and stuff like that, but in my head it's like, oh, Angry Attorney fits. And alliteration, so never go wrong with alliteration. Oh wow, he went down fast. Alright, I'm taking a small break. My cat's got his head against my arm, so I'm using my arm to pet his head. Slowly drifting off to sleep, so be just another minute or so. Well, he's getting it. Alright, back to it. Hey, stuff! You like stuff. Also like my mercenary to be alive, but can't have everything. We're gonna take out just one. Well, alright, it wasn't quite enough damage with Corpse Explosion. Honestly, there's so many enemies here, I don't know if it's gonna snowball back in our favor or not. Before we lose everybody, let's head back.
The staff.
Need some help?
It is an honor to serve you.
Alright, let's actually go grab some bodies from Act 1 just to play it safe. I will say this is much harder with the mages than it would be with more revives. But I knew that going in, so it's not really an excuse. I used to do a little bit of fishing with my dad. I haven't really done it probably in 20 years. But never hunted. I don't think I could ever bring myself to hurt an animal. Despite eating a lot of meat. I know some people would call me a hypocrite, but I don't think so. don't know if I actually tell you last time I went fishing. Maybe when I was 10? Used to catch a fair few catfish. Probably a little while before we take that guy out. There we go. And more firepower coming to bear. Actually, not a huge fan of venison. I tried it in a few different dishes, but I just couldn't find one that I liked. Yeah, I've had decent jerky, but I think it was more the how it was prepared and less that it was venison that made it good. Because we got a whole bunch of it from my father-in-law one year, and I tried it in a whole bunch of stuff, and I just couldn't get it to work for me. So.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna hide over here while my guys take care of everything. Like a true leader. See, I tried that. I tried the steaks. I tried, like, ground venison and making dishes out of it. That, just, I don't know, nothing hasn't done it for me. Now, I mean, I'm sure, you know, with enough butter and salt and whatever, I could make it better, but I don't want to overdo it with, additives, right? Because you want the meat to be able to stand on its own as well. Like when I make steak, for instance, I put just like barely any salt on it. That's usually it. Throw it on the grill, 2 minutes per side, 3 rotations, and all done. What's like the, oh shoot, what's his name? Gonna blank. Shel Silverstein, the guy that wrote Where the Sidewalk Ends. He was, he spent a lot of time at the Playboy Mansion. Wrote quite a few pieces for the magazine. So when I'm at a restaurant, I usually order like medium well. I prefer medium myself. But you can't trust a restaurant to always cook it to your preference, and I understand and I'm fine with that. So I go with medium well just to have a little bit of wiggle room, so I can't be disappointed. So I'm not that picky about it. Hey, leveled up! I wasn't even paying attention to my experience. That's exciting. Alright, since I'm not finding any more full regen potions, I'm just gonna grab some of these super healing potions to make sure my mercenary doesn't die again, or at least try to. Hey, 7 skeletal mages. That's exciting. Let's get around this up to 310, and I may keep putting more points into energy after that. Alright, mages are starting to come together. We got numbers on our side. I haven't actually played Grim Dawn. I own it, just haven't got around to playing it yet. But I enjoyed Titan Quest, so I'm gonna say yes, that I will enjoy Grim Dawn. Oh, saw something about onions. I do love onions. Actually, someone posted a comment about onions in one of my videos. I need to respond to that. So do love me some onion talk. The next active boss is Durio. I will have a boss at the end of this dungeon as well. One of the salamander bosses. I mean, I think everywhere should have midday naps. If I'm not working or otherwise indisposed, you bet your bottom dollar I'll be napping. And even your top dollar. Oh, excuse me.
Enough mana.
Alright, it was actually just enough mana. Oh yeah, where's that Empire now, Hector? I mean, I'm not refuting the midday nap argument, but... You guys are way too tanky. Just like Ozymandias. It's going pretty smoothly. Just gotta slow down a bit, take my time in this this kind of build. And in areas like this, of course. Well, wouldn't say they let him in. Some of the people around the Aztecs let him in because the Aztecs weren't very nice. That's a huge reason why the Spanish were so successful, was because there's a lot of displeased folks in that area with their leadership. So it's funny, the actually the Incans thought that they were gods when they showed up over there. But what was funny is the Emperor himself refuted that claim. So like, there was people on horseback, they hadn't seen horses before, people riding horses, so they interpreted them as gods. And the Emperor's like, oh, there's no way these people are gods or whatever. So he actually, in the reason why Pizarro was so successful is because the Emperor, they had just finished a civil war. It was two brothers, their names elude me right now. And the one brother showed up, I forgot the number, I want to say like 100,000 men. He showed up to confront the Pizarro and his men. And they showed up without weapons though. They showed up, they wanted to intimidate them and humiliate them and prove that they weren't gods. Well, Pizarro and his men, who have had practice conquering indigenous people, went in on horseback, they went in guns blazing, and absolutely routed the entire army, which is why they ended up being so successful, was because of hubris on the Emperor's part. Atahualpa, that was his name. The Emperor. If I remember right, he was actually taken captive in that battle, and that's how they managed to take over. But I don't remember any sources, now it's been a while, stating the Aztecs thought the Spaniards were gods. And it's funny, Cortez actually wasn't supposed to make landfall. And if you read some of the correspondence that Cortez wrote to the King of Spain after he did it, he's like, man, it's really awesome over here. There's a ton of gold, everything you could ask for. Also, my mercenary just died. I think it's really just dried corpses? He's really trying to make, like, upsell it a lot, because he made landfall when he wasn't supposed to.
Not enough mana.
Good day.
Oh yeah, so I need money. My mercenary went down to a bunch of zombies. Well, sorry, mummies.
Greetings.
Yeah, reading with what we know now, the context behind everything, Cortez's letters are pretty funny. Actually, I don't remember nearly as much as I wish I did. Like, there's a lot of times I'll think of a reference while I'm playing something or doing something, but I always second guess myself, like, do I remember that correctly? I don't want to get the names or anything wrong or mistaken, so I hold my tongue. Now look it up after the fact. I'm usually right, but in the moment, I'm not sure. I did major in history. I just graduated a couple years ago, so a lot of it should be relatively fresh in the mind. I'm pretty sure Cortez wasn't supposed to make landfall at all. I don't remember if he was destined off the coast of Florida or not, but he wasn't supposed to actually make landfall, if I recall correctly. Here are cities of gold. Also, I was partial to the, or of The Road to El Dorado. A fun movie. And Atlantis. I enjoyed Atlantis. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Disney redoing all their movies into live action, but I think Atlantis would be one that would do well. I could see that transitioning to a live action film and being good. Yeah, Treasure Planet, also a fantastic film. And Titan AE, another great spacefaring film. Yeah, Titan AE wasn't Disney. So the subject of space science fiction movies. Are you asking if I'm a Trekkie? I've watched some Star Trek, but I'm not far from an expert. I usually watch some of it when I'm over to one of my friends' houses who is really into it. Watch a lot of Stargate, though. Uh-oh, run! Around that corner just a little too fast. Wow, still got me. Oh, son of a gun. I gotta get my skeletons back.
Good evening.
I knew I stayed too close there, too. I had... Oh, that's not my stash. It's like, oh no, where'd all my gold go? Definitely not 4 or 5. I died 2 times at the outset of this one, and then I think a 3rd time, so we're on 8 or 9 now. Somewhere in there. It's funny because I gave this whole spiel at the beginning of the stream, like, alright, we're not dying anymore. Now, this is it. We're drawing a line in the sand. This is no more death territory. And then I immediately died twice. Well, there was a sneaky enemy that was casting Novo next to my character. I couldn't see him. I'm going the wrong way. I need to go back this way. He's hitting me for like 50% of my health. Trying to put my golem back. Come on, mercenary. We're here and help fight. There we go. Mercenary, come here. Well, he was hiding, I think, in my summons. And it was one of those black raptors. So they're small and quick. I'm gonna drink from this stagnant well that's been sitting in this tomb for who knows how long. Never mind, there's a refilling shrine right there. Yeah, I was laughing so hard I was also rolling on the floor, laughing. So, good job, Matthew. That was really funny.
What a pity. I was beginning to enjoy the darkness.
That's appreciated. I definitely smirked. Partially because I was thinking about John Cena and Peacemaker.
Good day.
What I was gonna do, but what was it? Drop that off just to be safe. We're doing far more dying than I was anticipating on doing.
The Viper amulet you bear is actually the headpiece of a Horodric staff.
What?
Yes, you have an uncanny knack for finding rare and valuable artifacts. Of course, you'll have to use a Horodric cube to combine the headpiece with the shaft.
Is he still talking to me?
Hello. The Staff of Kings.
I can't carry anymore.
Excellent. You have a Horodric staff. Carry it with you into Tal Rasha's tomb.
That's a you problem,
Find
Hector.
within the tomb the chamber whose
That's,
floor is inset with the
his sultry
circle
voice
set
doesn't do it for you?
symbols. Place the staff into the receptacle you find there. That will open the secret passage into Tal Rasha's burial chamber.
Oh, let's talk about placing the staff into the receptacle you find there.
Be prepared for a fight. You'll likely have to kill Tal Rasha to destroy Baal.
Another quest complete. Look at us go.
Good day. Ah, claw vipers are fond of magical artifacts. Did you happen to find one in their temple? When Tal Rasha...
How may I help you? Drogman seems to have taken you into his confidence. This is good, for you will benefit from his wisdom.
I'll be the judge of whose wisdom I benefit from. Thank you.
Yes? With renewed daylight, one may gather the wits that were scattered about like restrictive undergarments in the darkness.
Ahoy, mate. So, did you plunder any booty?
No, I think Deckard Cain did. According to Hector.
Tell me your troubles. You have done well to restore light to our world.
Like, keep praising me, guys.
So this is daylight. It's overrated.
I've been researching the old records, trying to find the location of Tal Rasha's tomb. Though I haven't found
welcome
the
back,
tomb
Ark-B.
itself, I may have a good lead for you. The great Viserai summoner, Horizon, built his arcane sanctuary somewhere around here. He was a powerful spellcaster and kept demons as slaves within the sanctuary. He kept a close eye on great events too, such as the imprisonment of Baal within Tal Rasha's tomb. If you could find Horizon's sanctuary, I'm sure that it would hold some clue as to the tomb's location. Though I doubt Horizon is still alive, you must proceed with caution. There's no telling what could be waiting inside. When I spoke of this with Lord Jaren, he asked that I send you to him. Perhaps he knows of a secret entrance or the like.
Need some help? I'm glad that's over with.
Succinct. I respect that.
Greetings. It takes but one eye to revel in the beauty of our restored sun.
When the troubles began here, I allowed the terrified harem guilds to join me within the safety of the palace. All was fine until one night. Screams echoed up the stairwells from the harem. My guards arrived to find the poor girls being slaughtered by a merciless band of hell-spawned demons. My brave guardsmen tried to push the demons back into the mysterious rift from which they came. Ever since, my men have fought a losing battle. Demons have continued to pour through the rift into the palace. Ultimately, I hired Graze and his mercenaries to help protect the rest of my fair city. Drognan believes that the arcane sanctuary lies buried underneath this palace, since Lut-Gholein occupies the site of an ancient Viserai fortress. My palace is open to you now. Take care. The sun again shines on Lut-Gholein. I'm beginning to like you, traveler.
Stay out of trouble.
Look at that, Hector's knocking out all sorts of references. All in one sentence. Well, I guess it's technically 3 sentences, but...
A careful caravan gives wide berth to sleeping bandits. If Horizon is gone, let him remain so.
I need to get my charges back for my teleport amulet.
Ah, the
legend of Horizon is an old one, especially around these parts. You wouldn't believe the feats and strange events that are attributed to him.
So the plan is to make it to the Arcane Sanctuary, get that way shrine, and then we'll wrap up the stream.
Arcane Sanctuary? That place sounds awful. Even if you find a way into it, what makes you think you'll be able to leave again?
Well, the demons are able to get out of it, so why not me?
Look, I'm just about as tough and arrogant as they come. But you never catch me trying to tame a demon for a pet. That's just asking for a lot of trouble.
I very much doubt that Horizon still lives in his sanctuary. He possessed great power and influence over demons, but even that may not have been enough in the end. One of his notoriety cannot easily remove himself from the vengeful reach of hell.
Ah, the ancient mage Horizon. He believed that he could bend evil forces to his will. What he didn't know was that evil uses man, not the reverse. The Viserai still revere him as a symbol of man's ability to triumph over otherworldly forces. The Church of Light, however, cites him as an example of man's folly.
Horizon found it necessary to lock himself up for all time, just to protect himself from those angry demons. Such is the fate of one who practices the summoning arts. That or eternal damnation. There's old summoners and bold summoners, but no old, bold summoners.
Oh, Necromancer looks a little old.
The only thing in Jared's cellar are the harem girls that have been hiding there since the troubles began.
Did I miss your SpongeBob reference?
An arcane sanctuary under the palace? I'd heard that there were some underground cellar levels that Jaren used as chambers for his treasure and such. But no
Of my
arcane
success
sanctuary.
sentence? That doesn't ring a bell. Is that new or old SpongeBob? I didn't go down here yet. Hey, some doubloons on that dead guard. And he doesn't need them, right? Oh wait, I need to recharge my amulet real quick.
Good day.
74,000. So expensive. these guys. Immune to poison. I've got 3 poison mages running around. Probably more than that. It's only the 3 that I see. Alright, reviving these archers might not be the worst idea. Sell the archers in this area. Alright, start exploding things. And break our way inside. Plus these guys haven't cut down my summon yet, my revive. I'll take that. Just would have walked into the corner and stood there for a second. That's how these breathing exercises help my kid calm down when she's having a tantrum, though. So my method for getting rid of hiccups is where I breathe in as much air as I can, and then I suck in even more than that, then I hold it for as long as I can. So I was trying to teach her how to do that. She's too young to know how to do it, but when I start like sucking air, I make like a sound, and she gets the biggest kick out of that. And it always calms her down. Oh wait, oh whoa, what's attacking me? Alright, I need to not be in here. This is terrifying. So maybe when you're feeling like that, finding a way to make yourself laugh might also help. Never really found breathing exercises to be very useful. I did graduated high school with an advanced diploma. Not that it's done me any good. Maybe if I had gone to college straight after high school, but I went for a year, then did the military, so it's a little different. Because at that point I was an access student, so the requirements to get into college were a little more lenient. Plus, a lot of colleges want that GI Bill money, so they're a little bit more lenient in that regard as well. I didn't party at all. I mean, I was very sociable, like in high school, and it was all about the girls in high school. And then in college, when I started actually going to university, I was married and had a house and everything, so I was like 7, 8 years older than everyone else I was going to school with, so. Had no inclination to party with anybody. I used to know a guy that worked at a golf course. He the electrician now. It's funny, I actually know of quite a few geologists that don't actually use their degree. I think the only geologist that I know that uses their degree is Randy Marsh. There's a couple Let's Players or YouTubers that are geologists that do YouTube, so. And it's not like a geology channel or anything like that. I want to say there's 2 or 3 of them, because there was oh, who was it? I want to say Vanguard of Valor back when he was still doing it. I think he had a geology degree. I could be mistaken, don't quote me on that one. I think Keith Ballard, I don't watch him. I think he was a geologist as well. Yeah, I watched one of his series. He played a puzzle game that I watched. I think he brought it up in that. Ah, run away! I don't want to melee. Ugh. It's alright, man. The job I'm getting isn't a history position. So I did apply for a position at a museum, and let's see where that goes. Since it's through the city, it could take 6 months to a year before I hear back from them. Which is, coincidentally, how long it's going to take for this other job to get back to me about my clearance. Take care, Demon Ace. Have a good weekend, man. Well, I should also stream this weekend, so feel free to stop by. But if you don't, have a good weekend. Are you telling me that cartoons aren't real? That South Park isn't a documentary? What about the Great Jersey Scourge of, I don't know, whenever that episode came out, 2016? Rough guess. Come on, Summons. Come on. There you go. Oh, shoot. I'd recommend finding something you're passionate about and making it a central part of your life. So, like, this channel, I won't say it's the only reason I get up every day, but it's it's my motivation to get up every day. I could sleep in for a few more hours every day. But like, no, you know what? I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do my Let's Play channel. I'm extremely passionate about it. It gives me that little bit of extra, motivation. Now, of course, I have a kid and wife and stuff now, but having a big passion is a great motivator. Now, of course, if you don't know what your passion is yet, or if you have nothing that passionate about, you may have to find it. Oh, the mercenary died. Well, that's definitely news, Hector. Thank you for letting me down easy, I guess. So I guess for some people that's good news. I'm not one of those people. Also depends on where you're at, because not everywhere has... What am I doing? Easy access to like hiking trails and stuff like that. I'm actually gonna run out here and get some more skeletons before we go back in there and deal with that boss. Well, that all depends on where you go outside at. Hey, mana potion. Hot dog. Alright, let's head back. Ah, run away! Sorry, we can always get more mana. Thanks. Okay, let's take a small breather after that little fight. Another healing potion. Cool. Keep trekking through here. Alright, so I get a couple more revives out. Blunderbore. That's a goofy name for these guys. I mean, we'll eventually take this guy down. Hey, we did it. Round of applause, please, for the skeleton crew. Oh, whoa, there's Quilby's situation there. I mean, kind of. Blunderbore sounds like a comedic parody of Dumbledore. The comic relief character that just keeps blundering around. Alright. Cellar level 2. Come on, summons. There might be enemies in here that are glowing green. Alright, quick breather. I think we're about to lose my mercenary if I stay there
Good day.
much longer. Run back outside the city real quick, grab a couple more skeletons and revives. I can drink coffee all day. I'm not... Caffeine doesn't impact me. So I can drink coffee at 8 p.m. and be fine. For my hot chocolate, but I could do coffee if push comes to shove. Oh man, of course they shattered him. Magic the Gathering. Yeah, he is a bit of a dweeb, isn't he? I tried to get the Magic the Gathering with Arena when it came out. I played the beta. It didn't capture me like it used to.
It is an honor to serve you.
Plus, if you really want to be competitive, you have to put money into it, and I wasn't going to do that. Oh no! Oh gosh, they're still trying to attack me. Need to set up a gun. I knew it was gonna happen. Couldn't dodge the arrows all day. I was trying to swap to my excuse me, teleport spell. Oh man.
How may I help you?
You're not who I need to talk to.
Yes, citizen.
Well, Golzar, it looks like your days are numbered, buddy, because we are quickly running out of money. I should have teleported to that room. I should have teleported to the doorway after I opened it up. Oh, Hector. Hey, experience run. Oh, son of a gun. Alright, let's head back. I wouldn't call this Merc expendable though. I need his aura for my summons. Definitely not expendable.
Greetings.
Yes?
Alright, welcome back to Purgatory. Goals are... I think I just made it to this point, and I go down this one or the other one? Pretty sure it was this one. Well, find out when we go down there and get attacked by a bunch of enemies. Oh, it's not a door there. That's the problem. Okay. I can't teleport back in, so we need to carefully make our way around. Avoiding getting hit because we'll probably die immediately. Lost the mercenary again. Let's go back and hire him again. Fight Golem is not nearly as tanky as I wish he was. If he's tanky as I wish he was, I guess he'd never die, which would be a little unbalanced.
Need some help?
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind on the chat. I try not to die. I've been desperately trying not to die. Let's get some revives out. That sweet bonus health. Try and keep my mercenary alive if I can. There's a boss back here. That's part of the problem. Stay alive, buddy. Don't die on me.
Good evening.
Alright. Mercenary's still alive. Need to put these down here. Before I forget. Son of a gun. Died pretty quick there. Yeah, this is rough. Hey. Stormy Mercy doesn't hate me that much. Well, I just need to teleport into smarter positions. It's just whenever I try to teleport behind the enemies, there's more enemies, and I get sandwiched between them. I think teleporting into doorways is the best strategy right now, so I'm going to keep aiming for that. But what I made the mistake of teleporting over a wall. It kind of put me in this terrible position. Oh, he didn't last long. See, this time at least I have my equipment when I'm out here doing this, so I have my full strength summons with me. Oh, shoot. Be careful with that. Come on, mercenary, get over here and kill these guys. Of course, the boss right there. Well, there's a the Avowed announcement today. It's not really a lesser-known game if you're into RPGs or CRPGs. There's a handful of CRPGs that are coming out. Oh shoot, what's that Syndicate game called? I think Glass House comes out this year. Dark Envoy came out in December. Then a couple of lesser-known games, Malkin, another RPG, turn-based, one that I haven't played yet.
Not enough mana.
Alright. Got some summons and stuff, let's head back. Try this again. I want to make it to the Arcane Sanctuary so we wrap up Act 2 next time. So we'll do the Arcane Sanctuary, we'll do the tombs, which is going to be a slog, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Go this way this time. Sovereign Syndicate, that's the one. Well, thank you. Glad I can make the games look appealing. Yeah, Sovereign Syndicate and Glass House are two CRPGs coming out. Well, Sovereign Syndicate did come out. Then you have like Broken Road. It's supposed to come out this year as well. If you haven't played them before, Knights of the Chalice and Knights of the Chalice 2. Any of the Spiderweb's software games, so like Avernum or Geneforge, and the Geneforge 1 has a remaster. It's a remaster, not a remake. And then Geneforge 2 is getting one. If you're into platformers, there's a platformer that I've really wanted to play but I haven't had a chance to yet. It's called Hunt Down. It's just a perfect homage to the like arcadey 2D platformers on like the SNES. There's been a couple of arcade racers that I've been interested in. Of course, my mercenary goes down again. That I've been interested in playing, like 80s Overdrive. Okay. I'll scroll down to my teleport spell so I get out of there, but it's too late. Yeah, CRPG, so there's some debate online what the C actually stands for. I'm an advocate for standing for classic role-playing game. It used to stand for computer role-playing game back when there was actually, well, not as many RPGs on the computer. It made sense then. Now it's classic, in my opinion, because it's an homage to like the classic systems, typically, or to the classic role-playing games that were used to be the computer role-playing games. But usually it's like an isometric, typically, not always, because you also have like Dragon Age Origins, which is considered a CRPG, and KOTOR, which is an isometric. But typically they're based on some sort of tabletop rule set or a variation thereof. Like Pillars of Eternity has their own rule set, stuff like that. Black Geyser also has their own rule set.
Good day.
I forget to put my money back. If I did, that's a problem. Ah, bolts. Get rid of that. Yeah, so it looks like I forgot to put my money back, which puts me in a pickle. A Legend of Grimrock is a blobber, or is it like a dungeon, a DRPG or whatever? I consider blobbers a completely different genre. But also a fantastic genre, one of my personal favorites. So I don't know if there's a way for me to run in here safely. Definitely not safely. I'm gonna try and circle around now that he's got their attention. Nice, that's part of the problem solved.
Who goes there?
Well, we are really strapped for cash at this point. Shoot. I'll just sell those perfect gems I'm holding on to for, funsies. I really don't want to fight that group of enemies. Not all 40k games are RPGs, because you have RTS 40k games like Dawn of War, you have first-person shooters like Fire Warrior, Bolt Gun, that Necromancer one, shoot, the Bounty Hunter one. No, blobbers are specifically the first-person dungeon crawling ones. The KOTOR is still exclusively a CRPG. that. So like blobbers are like Legend of Grimrock, Heroes of Monkey Tavern. Lords of Zoloma kind of falls in between. Because when you're exploring, you're not in first person, but in combat, it's like the first person, like Bard's Tale setup.
Thanks. Thanks.
I can't carry anymore.
So this is what Diablo Hell looks like with a summoner build that you haven't grinded out for. Now, I have made some misplays as well. It's not exclusively the game. It's definitely a large part me, but I'm only using... Actually, I'm not using any rune wards at this point. I've always just considered blobbers the first person, typically party based. They don't always have to be party based, but the first person kind of like dungeon crawler with some puzzle solving aspects. You have like Eye of the Beholder, the Bard's Tale, Legend of Grimrock. Busy on that boss, that'll make this a little easier. By a little, I mean a lot. Again, I could be wrong. I've never looked up the definition of a blobber. It's just the how I've differentiated between the different genres. Because otherwise it gets kind of misconstrued. So I try to have a line between each one. Otherwise it'd be hard to keep them straight. It's like some CRPGs can also be considered TRPGs, and I think that line gets a little blurry. Alright, let's move the full potions over there. Don't want a greater healing potion in here. That's gonna mess things up for me. It's in my inventory though. Yeah, 40K was originally a tabletop setting. And they delved into video games and books and everything in between. Hey, take care, Hector. Have a good night, man. But yeah, I mean, 40K, they had an open license for a while. And anybody could make a game out of it, which led to some less than good ones. But now they have the like a licensing program with the new logo and everything. And they have people they assign to the developers. At least I know for Rogue Trader they had like a liaison from Games Workshop that worked with them to make sure like everything was up to their standards, lore-wise, and all that. So. They're taking all their multimedia a little more seriously nowadays. Which is a good and bad thing, because there were some good games from when they had the open license before as well. But, again, they weren't all good. So if we get more quality 40K games, I'm also okay with that. And we're finally getting a sequel to Space Marine, which it was originally supposed to be a trilogy when they first released it, and then that never happened, it got canceled. Now we're getting a trilogy, or at least getting a sequel to the first one. Don't know if it'll be a full trilogy or not. Yeah, yeah. It might be a bit of an understatement, but... not gonna harp on how bad some of those games were. And some you can't even get anymore. Actually, I have at least one you can't purchase anymore. One of the Space Hulk ones. Which actually, I thought the Space Hulk one that was taken off the market, at least off of Steam, was, I think that's the one that's more adherent to the tabletop rules too. So like, it wasn't taken down because it was a bad game. It was taken down because their licensing agreement ran out. Just to be clear. Alright, finally did it. It was a lot easier that time around because most enemies were dead by that point. Let's get another revive out. Or not.
I'm overburdened.
Alright, down we go. I'm hoping they eventually bring Kingdom Hearts to Steam. Speaking of games not on Steam. It's on Epic Games Store. I mean, I've been waiting forever for them to bring it to PC. Oh, shoot. Hey, a unique Gladius.
Impossible.
Bloodletter. Very fast, increase attack speed, enhance damage, adds damage, 90 attack rating, life stolen per hit, +2 to Whirlwind, +3 to Blade Mastery. Okay. Well, if I make a Barbarian, I know what I'm going to play. Good guess, Matthew. Or you guessed after I already read it. There's no way for me to go back and check. No, you know your stuff. I wouldn't doubt you. No, Kingdom Hearts is only on Epic Games Store. It's a darn shame, because there is I guarantee there's a huge market for that on Steam. I grew up, I love Kingdom Hearts. Growing up, I only played the first two. Which I've heard mixed things about the third one anyway, but I also haven't played any of the like offshoots. Oh gosh, a lot of enemies. This is taking way too long. Gotta be a better way. I don't have any more teleports left. You know what? I mean, I'm not the best Diablo 2 player. I'll be the first to admit that. So, there are more optimal ways to do this. A lot of it's avoiding unnecessary fights. But I don't like avoiding fights. Mess him up, Clayton. Yeah, people tend to enjoy when I die a lot too. Yeah, I'm still having fun. I mean, it's part of the playstyle with the summoner too. I mean, you don't have complete control over the situation. Most of your damage comes from corpse explosion, but you have to have corpses to explode, and you have to hope that they're in a decent position. Yeah, it's done pretty good though. I didn't die at all until Nightmare, and then I only died then because I made a silly decision. And then, I'm dying left and right, which I did pretty good in Act 1. I only died, I think, once or twice in Act 1. All things considered, it's been going pretty smoothly. Plus the summons Necro's pretty good at not dying. Despite, you know, my showcase here. But even then I haven't died a ton, especially, you know, for being in hell. Also not grinding out my equipment or anything, so everything's not optimized. An Enigma early on would have saved me a lot of hassle. I have this teleport amulet instead, which I'm sacrificing some resistance for. Means I'm taking more damage, which means I die more frequently. Hey, how about that corpse explosion, right guys? Can't go wrong with that.
This is fantastic. I wish I had time to study this bizarre dimension.
Alright, made it to the Arcane Sanctuary. That's as far as I'm going tonight. I actually went over time. I wasn't supposed to stream this long. Oh, shoot, you're right. I left my charms. Thank you, Matthew. I knew I was forgetting something. I didn't remember what it was, but I knew there was something that I was supposed to do. But I thought I was back in town. Yeah, oof. Get those back. Glad I didn't wrap up the stream yet. That would have been upsetting. I mean, it's not even... Did I leave another charm? I did. Right? No. No, these are in the wrong spot. That's right. Yeah, I mean, 10% cold resist, 24% fire resist. That's a big one. So definitely want to leave the fire resist one behind. Yeah, I was going to grab the bow. Actually, I want to grab the bow and this other breastplate and sell it. Probably the gloves too. So actually what I'll do is drop a few things off over here. Not forget about them and head back and sell these.
Overburdened.
What I can do is save even more money by not using a TP scroll and go back and forth. Shadowbone gauntlets. Yeah, we'll grab these. Oh, wait, let's take it. Alright, Deckard Cain. How to finally put you to use.
Good day.
What did I get, though?
Good day.
Nothing great, but... always be worse, too. I almost funded my, amulet getting recharged. Oh, no, that was not a unique bow. It was yellow. Now, I'm pretty good at spotting the unique items when they drop. I do like to collect them. Oh, one day I might make a build for this one. It never happens. But it's nice to think about. One day it could happen. Like Bloodletter, that's... might make a Whirlwind Barbarian. Who knows? Yeah, I'm off too. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay classy. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Which should be tomorrow. Alright, take care everybody.